Yeah, I mean, coming in April, had a few games where what I believe we went 8 unbeaten, so it was a nice little stretch. Um, I felt like last year was tough to get into kind of a rhythm. I felt like last year got subbed out at halftime, probably the most of any player. So it's kind of hard to get into a rhythm. I also picked up a little hamstring injury in the middle of that, so that set me back 2 games. So my main focus this year is just stay healthy, because I feel like if I stay healthy, then I can build that momentum and get the best out of me. So yeah, we'll see.
Hi Bryce, thanks for your time. Following up on that, there's a new coaching staff now. How do you feel with this new head coach, and do you feel like you can prove yourself to maybe be a starter with this team and in this league?
Yeah, I'm excited. He's come in a week's time. We already play pretty good soccer. We have an idea of how we want to play, what we want to do. The tactics are clear, which is definitely something that benefits all of us as players that maybe we didn't have last year. And so, yeah, I'm super excited for the season to get the chance to play and kind of enjoy the game in that aspect where we keep the ball, keep possession, and just have fun in terms of that. And then, I mean, that's the kind of soccer that I like to play. So I'll be able to express myself and see what comes from that, whether it's starting or helping the team in a different way. So,
Right now, you're pretty much at home, right, in Arizona.
yeah, I live about 2 hours away.
So is your family close by? Do you go see them when you have the time?
They'll come out to our scrimmage against Minnesota, so I'll see them on Saturday and maybe a little bit Sunday before we leave. But kind of taking the preseason to just focus on what needs to get done and kind of focus on soccer.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long preseason. You're gonna be away from home for a long time. But this period right now, where you're at Arizona, close to your family, do you feel like you're kind of at home right now?
Yeah, I mean, definitely Arizona is my home, where I was born, where I was raised. So it's nice to be back in a familiar environment, familiar weather, stuff like that. So just kind of enjoying it. And then, like I said, when my family comes out to the scrimmage on Saturday, I'll get to enjoy kind of having my family in the stands, because who knows when the next game they're going to come out to. So, yeah, just taking it all in.
Mhm. And are you ready for this long preseason and long start to the season away from home? Like, is this kind of challenging for you, or do you feel okay with that?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really get a glimpse of that last year because of the time when I came in April. So yeah, definitely something new. But I mean, every preseason is long, no matter what club you're at. That's just how it is. But yeah, first I think it's 6 games on the road. I'm guessing it's going to be tough, but it's kind of nice to get those out of the way, and then towards the end have a stretch of home games to use that to our advantage. So hopefully we can come in those 6 games and just perform, get points, and go from there.
Maybe a last one from me. Do you feel like, how would you describe the environment right now with the new coaching staff? Do you feel like the team, the players are feeling good and having fun right now?
Yeah, very clear on the coach's message on how we want to play. Players understand their roles. Um, the coach is a guy that shoots it straight forward, so there's no kind of beating around the bush where some people might do that, where you kind of try and guess what the message is, where he's one of those guys that just tells you point blank. So I think that helps a lot with the players in terms of grasping the ideas that coach wants to do on the field and off the field. Goes with simple rules that he's implicated for us off the field as well. So it's nice because it feels like the team's kind of coming together, and it'll help us on the field as well. So we're super excited.
Maybe if I can follow up on two things you just said. Maybe what would be one of the field rules that he told you, if you can share that.
Yeah, I mean, so he's one of those guys that's very tidy in particular. So it could be as simple as leaving the locker room and picking up everyone's trash and making sure everything's organized, or when we bring our runners on the field, not just throw them everywhere, but line them up. Just simple stuff like that.
And you said that it was very straightforward with you and with doing the players. Is that something that you feel is different from last year?
Yeah, I mean, every coach is different. Everyone has their positives, everyone has their negatives. I feel like that's something that we didn't get last year, is kind of a straight answer. And so coaches come in and he's given us that straight answer. So there's no excuses for players to say if they don't get the message or they don't understand, because he's come in and told us what he wants and how he wants to play. So it's good for us.
Good. Thank you, Bryce. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Is there another one this afternoon? Yes, Frederick. Thank you.
I think. Sorry, Bryce. I think Pat got my camera. I don't know why. but
There you go.
all right. I was just wondering. You were talking about the straightforward answers as the club been straightforward with the kind of users he intends to do with you, at least for the start of the season.
Repeat that.
You were talking about straightforward answers from Laurent Courtois, and I was wondering if he's been straightforward with the kind of usage. What's your situation? Are you going to be used at the start of the season?
Yeah, I mean, we're a week in, so everyone is kind of starting out a blank page. You have a coach who just comes in, so nobody's kind of got their starting spot locked. So it's a time where you need to prove yourself that you should be in the starting lineup. That's my mentality. That's everyone's mentality. So come into preseason, first game of the season, we'll see who's been playing the best, who's been performing the best, who's fits his style, who plays the role that he wants everyone to play. So in the end, I can only control what I can control, and that's how I play. And then coach makes the decision. So my goal would probably just be make it tough on him to keep me out of the lineup. So we'll see.
Yeah, no, I thought it was a fantastic week from everybody. It was hard work, of course, preseason to get the legs under us, but it was a lot of detail and instruction from the coach, and I think we're all trying to work with him and do our best to really find a game plan this year and a way of playing and an identity. And we've started early, which is a good thing. To get us all on the same page, and I thought technically and tactically it's been a great week.
If I can just follow up on that, merci, Pat. Is it different from last preseason with Hernan Losada? I think you were here to start the preseason last year too. Do you find something's different from last preseason?
Yeah, I mean our way of playing is completely different, which obviously it takes time to learn, but yes, it's completely different the way we want to play, and some parts of training is the same and how we gain fitness, but that's normal. But on the ball, I think we're going to play a completely different way than last year and have a lot of good success and play a very good, entertaining brand of soccer.
Jeff Mossy.
Yes, thanks for your time with us today. With the arrival of a good defender like Sosa, do you think it will be more difficult to you as a playing time this season? Because with the fact Waterman and Corbeau have been starter all season last year?
I think everybody, especially with the new coach and way of playing, everybody, for the most part, has a clean slate, and we're working with like I said, new tactics and new way of playing. So when it comes to in the season and games, it's whoever the coach picks and feels will best perform the tactics he wants and the results he wants. But I'm worried about doing the best I can, getting better every day, and with that playing time comes, and that's the same with it, most people.
Yes, thanks for taking the time this afternoon. It's a bit of the same lines than Jeff's question here, but have you talked with Laurent Courtois about your playing time or the role he has in mind for you?
No, I have not.
What do you expect? I mean, it's kind of question, but what would you expect from with the new coaching staff and all?
I mean, similar to the last answer, I don't really, I've had a new coach every year of my career so far, so I don't really go in expecting anything. I try to earn it, and that's the same with this year. So, like I said, I'm gonna do my best to get better every day, and work with the new tactics that he has in mind, and the way of playing we want to play, and do my best with that.
Jeff again.
Hey George, it's going to be a long preseason, and it's going to be a long start to the season, being away from home for up until almost April. Sorry, March. No, the first game is in April. Sorry. So how ready are you to take on that challenge, and are you ready to be away from home that long?
Yeah, I'm not any of the guys who has family or a kid with me, but I'd prefer to start the season away than have to go away a lot during the middle of the season. So I'm ready.
Is it the kind of the fact that you have more away games to start the season means that you have more home games in the toughest part of the season at the middle and the end? That's what's gonna happen this year. Is that something that you think about that it might be a blessing in disguise?
I think it's a positive, but honestly, that's probably personal preference between the guys. Me personally, like I said, I prefer that. So, I think it's a long season, and everybody's been here before, and we're all ready to go for away trips and ready to play back at home. So, at the end of the day, it's kind of just the way it is, and we'll all get over it.